Thanks for joining me on the 15th of January, where it finished Newcastle 3, Wolves 0. The first observations are that the starting 11 from the FA Cup game on Saturday away to Bristol City, there was just one change, which we kind of imagined, that Sarr came in for Sam Johnston in goal, and Cunha, who served his 2-match suspension, and it also had a niggle, started on the bench, and Ichan Wang started, which would probably have surprised a few people. For Newcastle, oh yeah, another thing, Wolves. Yeah, Semedo was fit again, but the manager went with the inform Rodrigo Gomez at right wing back. We started with 3 in the middle of defence with Doherty, captain, Agbadou and Santi Bueno, and Aït-Nouri on the left. And Newcastle, one of their players, Fabian Schär, who scored at Molineux, he wasn't even in the squad. Apparently, he was ill. Well, again, it was a repeat of Nottingham Forest. Newcastle a cock a hoop. Before going into this match, they'd won 8 in a row, kept a lot of clean sheets, and in some ways, I say it was like Nottingham Forest. It was 3-0. Our goal difference took a hit, which sees us drop into the bottom 3. But well, I know it's not to do with directly to do with towards Knights, but the only consolation is that who is it? A couple of teams down at the bottom lost as well, so they stay below us. And at the 3rd minute of the game, Guedes had an air shot. Somebody crossed it in for him, and he was in front of goal, and he had an air shot, and it went just wide. I've got to say about Agbadou, his passing, he probably needs to work on his passing, because a few of his passes went astray, but his defending has been brilliant. He made a few crucial tackles and blocks, but so it was a bit of a mixed bag. But his blocks and his tackles were very good. But in the 13th minute, Sarr made a great save from a chance for them. He didn't know it was offside. It was Isak when he came out, and he blocked a dangerous looking chance. So the reason why it's similar to the Nottingham Forest game is because it was 3-0, and not just that it was 3-0, but they took their chances and we didn't, because in the first half, when we were 1-0 down, not so long before half time, not Rodrigo Gomez, but Guedes had a lightning break down the right after it was a long clearance from us, made a chance out of nothing, squared the ball across to Strand Larsen. I don't know if he had the goal at his mercy, you could quite say, because there was a defender quite near to him, but I think he should have put it on target, but as it was, hit the post, and it went wide. Chance gone begging. 1-0 down, half time. And those chances, I just hope that it doesn't send us down, because against Nottingham Forest, Strand Larsen, he had those couple of chances, that point blank header from Rodrigo Gomez's cross, and the chance when Wang did that run and shot, and Alexander Isak, he's too good. Well, their goal, it was a bit, you could say it was a bit lucky, because, well, Aït-Nouri, he turned his back on it really, and perhaps he shouldn't have, because it took a deflection and wrong-footed Sarr, and it went in just inside the post. So fine margins there. Went in 1-0 down at half time. Still in the game. When it's 1-0, you're always in the game. And for I've got to say about Strand Larsen, I didn't know he was on the pitch for the first 15 minutes, and the first time he touched the ball, it was a free kick to them. He gave away a foul. I'm not singling him out. You just got to call it as you see it. And I say at half time we went in 1-0 down, and the change we made was bringing on Cunha, who took the captain's armband, on for Ichan Wang, who again had a pretty anonymous first half. And yeah, Isak, 58 minutes, where we left him totally unmarked. He's just too good a player to leave unmarked, and he got in between Santiago Bueno and what was his name, Rodrigo Gomez. He got in between them. He picked his spot. A player who's that good and who's in that form, he's not going to say no to a chance like that. He just gleefully swept it home. 2-0, game over. Cunha, he had a shot from a solo run out wide, and again we had another chance for it was Larson again, when Aït-Nouri out on wide on the left squared the ball, beautiful ball right in front of goal, and could have picked his spot, but he picked out the goalie instead, and the goalkeeper turned it onto the bar. And when we did get the ball in the net, it's just typical, it was disallowed for handball by Santiago Bueno, who put it in. And it was their player that was holding Santiago Bueno's arm, and which caused his arm to hit the ball. And if another player had put the ball in, because it wasn't deliberate handball, it probably would have stood, but because Santiago Bueno was the beneficiary of the handball, the goal was disallowed. And we were pushing to come back into the game, and Isak did a run down the right, squared it in for Anthony Gordon, who's another man in form. These two were the ones who destroyed Arsenal last week, and they've destroyed us again today. But even after that, we had chances. Sarabia had a couple of chances. Bellegarde, he had a shot that was deflected just over. And as I say, we back in the bottom three because the goal difference took a hit. We were above Ipswich on goal difference, but now we're not. And they play tomorrow night. But it's not going to get any easier because the next three matches are Chelsea away on Monday night, Arsenal at home on the 25th, Aston Villa at home, and then Liverpool away. And these teams are all pushing for Europe. But again, it's a game of fine margins. They took the chances, we didn't. And it's something we need to work on our finishing. But next game, Chelsea away. And again, it's like a free hit. They tonked us 6-2 earlier in the season at Molineux when it was 2-2 at half time. And we were right in the game. But it's them away next. And so we've just got to go for it now. Every game's a cup final. And the teams around us are not pulling away for us, even though they've got chances to. But we've got the players to do it, the squad to do it, and just hope that Vitor Pereira can turn things around. There's so many rumours with the transfers about ingoings and outgoings. They can't all be true, but we're halfway through the month. We'll see what happens. But something needs to be done. If we stay the same, like Einstein says, where insanity is expecting different results. So we need to change things. Vitor Pereira, we'll see your metal now. But whatever happens, we'll keep supporting Wolves up the Wolves. Thanks for listening. Bye.